I shall give CBT lessons to a human. Now then, where were we? Hey guys, so I've heard you guys been liking my Touhou content, so I was thinking, man, what would be a great game to play? And then I saw this game. Presenting CBT with Yuuka Kazami. Plus DLC. We'll get to that, we'll do a part 2 on that one eventually. Anyway, without further ado, let's just play the game. I don't want to make this intro any longer than it has to be. This game is going to be... oh, it's going to be a great game. I can just tell. Like, damn, I love CBT. Let me get my voice on. You walk along your way to the forest in search for the field of sunflowers. After some time, you come across the sunflower garden. You meet the person you're looking for. God, I gotta do a girl voice once again. Okay,
Hey, that's as far as you go. I really don't want you stepping on these sunflowers. You'll hurt the poor tortured souls that live inside them. Just kidding. Mostly.
Oh yeah, what do you mean mostly? What are in these damn you know, whatever, we'll get into it. Here, music, oh, I don't have to put editing into this. Easy.
I'm Yuuka Kazami. You must be here for the
you must be here for the CBT sessions. I mostly keep it to myself and enjoy the company of flowers all year round. So this music is like really overpowering. Hold on.
But I figured it can't hurt to learn some more about humans and how their minds work. So I picked up a psychology book that half the yokai shop owner had laying around in his store.
There was a store. Sorry. So you tell me there was a book about like CBT? Is that what I'm about to read? Oh, cognitive behavioral therapy. Oh, shit. Okay, I'm just. Okay.
It was there I learned about cognitive behavioral therapy. It seemed pretty useful and I couldn't help but want to share with a few humans.
Okay, so I feel like I got a bit baited because I was looking forward to a different kind of game here, but you know what? We'll just go with it.
And here we are. So glad you could make it. Really glad you could make it. Real glad.
Okay, you could chill out.
Anyway, it's so nice of you to join me. The human mind, it's deep and complex. It's amazing, but at the same time, it's quite irrational, downright absurd at some points. Our brain is ultimately trying to protect itself, but sometimes it overreacts to things that aren't really viable threats to our safety and well-being. These irrational thoughts can cause a slew of problems to our mental health. That's where cognitive behavioral therapy comes in.
I mean, I could think of a better CBT that would probably help with that, but yeah, anyway.
Essentially, cognitive behavioral therapy...
I'm just going to say CBT. That'd be weird. I don't know.
Is using logic-based strategies to help elevate problems of poor mental health. Our problems come from irrationality, so it's only natural that grounding ourselves in logic and reason can help us live better. We can't change how we feel, but we can certainly change how we react. And by changing how we react, we can eventually change how we feel. It comes full circle, just like nature itself. Kind of beautiful when you think about it that way. With cognitive behavioral therapy, you can take some steps and finally reclaim your true self. With that said, this is different from simply giving you advice. These are actual activities that you have to try multiple times to see results.
Can I like say my own lines other than just making shitty jokes about cock and ball torture?
But you would have come all this way to at least put in some effort in, right? It wouldn't be very nice to waste your time here, or my time. Wouldn't be nice.
What is this dialogue?
At all. With that said, let's begin our first session. This one's about negative or inaccurate thinking.
Is this game just like meant to like make you just feel better? Because I'm starting to think this is just like a therapy session. I should have checked the reviews. Whatever, it's fine. This game's already great as is.
In life, sometimes things do not go our way. Actually, this is perfectly normal and bound to happen eventually. However, we think of the worst possible things as a result of when the unexpected occurs. As a result, we may develop certain lines of thinking that are not in line with reality. To combat this, you simply just need to challenge these overblown thoughts of reality. For example, let's say you said hi to a friend across a hall or a street. But oh no! They just seemingly completely ignored you. Now tell me, what is the reason for this? What usually comes to your mind when something like this happens?
These are not what I think. Because I don't think my friend hates me. I don't think my friend was mad at me. Look, I may be dumb and stupid, but I'm definitely not ugly. This is kind of a semi-lie. Because I'm goddamn gorgeous, but that's just what I think. Some people say I'm crazy, but I think they're wrong. Hold on one sec. Let me do a heads or tails. And if I land in the middle, then I'll just, yeah. Fuck. Oh, I got tails. Oh no. Did I get tails? I can't tell. Yeah, I got tails. Okay. So I guess it would be I must be dumb, stupid, and ugly.
That's not an uncommon thought. Well, as you have just demonstrated, it's easy to jump to a conclusion and think it must be our fault when something like this happens. However, this is mostly an emotional side talking to us that way. We must have not challenged it with logic. Now, I will demonstrate some more logical grounds as to why your friend might have ignored you. They could have easily been busy with something that took up all their attention. They thought it was a stranger calling someone else. They could have been dealing with something serious and your voice was drowned out. They simply didn't hear you. See, isn't that better?
Thank you, Yuuka, for this wise advice.
Don't you find it's much more likely that they just didn't hear you than them hating you over something that you're not even sure would have made them upset?
God, fuck, this is myself. I have to do this stupid voice, God's sake.
Next time you think of such negative thoughts, try to counter with logic. Instead of thinking, they walked past me because they hate me, try something more logical such as, they were probably busy with something and simply didn't hear me. Of course, it doesn't apply to just friends. It can apply to anything. For instance...
God, I need to drink water. Fuck, hold on. My voice, my throat's dying.
For instance, I myself don't particularly have any close friends, but I still worry about some things. When I go flower gazing, I thought would pop in my head. I'll think, oh no, what if someone interrupts my gazing and ruins the flowers I enjoy watching so much? But then I go, don't worry, the moment he's so much as crazy as these flowers, I will slowly turn him inside out with my pinky finger and make his family watch. Jesus Christ.
You know what? That sounds about right. Thanks, Yuuka. God, I wish my Yuuka Fumo arrived by the time this video was being made. God's sake. But you know what, though? We got my Suika Fumo. God, I love her so much. Anyway.
I just feel so much better afterwards. But such a thing doesn't really relate to you, here's one. Let's say you want to go to the doctor, but you're scared of needles and don't want to get seriously injured. Once again, just challenge it with logic. Counter it with something like, she's a trained professional who has done this countless times. The chances of being anything seriously wrong are extremely low. I hope you get the general idea. Overall, if you get any negative thoughts that are causing you unease, be sure to try and challenge them with logic-based thoughts. Oh, I wouldn't try to have grand arguments with yourself in your head. Just simply address the thoughts. And remember, you don't have to entirely believe what you counter it with. The important thing is just respond with an appropriate manner. Well, that concludes our first lesson. Now on to the next lesson.
Yay, the first lesson done. Woo! I can yell in this house because I am home alone. Yeah! Anyway, sorry.
This one's about thought journals.
It's a journal, not a diary. Absolute peak writing of that movie. Anyway, sorry.
Thought journals are the use of writing down your negative feelings and identifying patterns of harmful and often illogical thinking. Then challenging those lines of thinking with more helpful, balanced, and logical thoughts. First, you write out what exactly is causing you distress and why. Be as specific as you can, write down what you're feeling, and you can even note the intensity of how you feel. Then, when you've written it out, identify the proportions of irrational and present thinking
Fuck, I am horrible. Am I illiterate? I swear to God. Anyway.
Then, when you've written it all out, identify the portions of irrational thinking present in what you have written. Finally, after you have identified the irrational portions, change them with more healthy, balanced thoughts that are based on logic. This is helpful not only because you're challenging your beliefs again, but also because you're writing down the thoughts allows you to give them a whole new perspective that can help you cope better. Now, the tricky part is identifying what exactly you wrote down that's irrational. I think it's best if you give an example, of what a proper thought journal entry looks like. Take a look at this.
Oh wow, there's a whole thing. That's a lot of words. I'm not gonna read all that. Have fun with that. Just feel free to pause if you need to.
I tailor made it for a common situation humans face. And with that, you should have an understanding of what a thought journal is and how to use it. It involves more effort, but it can be more helpful. That's generally what you have to put in when it comes to more extensive therapy. On to the final lesson.
Let's go, final lesson.
This one's called Belief Experimentation. This one helps. This one is a step further from what you've learned so far.
Ooh, we're going to...
This is one of the most powerful CBT strategy you can learn.
Oh boy, I hope it's what I think it is.
As the name implies, a belief experiment is when you act out on something that you think may cause you distress and then noting what exactly happened when you acted it out. Since our negative feelings are not based on reality, acting them out and noting what happened is one of the best ways you can ease troubles. This is because, more often than not, what exactly transpired doesn't match with what we have thought have happened in our minds. Now to get started, please, first, start by writing down the experiment you're going to do that's based on your troubles. Then, write down what you think is going to happen next. Perform your experiment, whenever that may be. Then, you write down what exactly ended up happening and what you have learned from it. Was it as bad as you thought it was? Was it a positive or negative outcome? Would you be doing this again in the future? Did it ease your troubles? This is the thought journal. Reflection is key.
I really shouldn't be doing this voice as much as I should, but I don't care. I'm doing it because it's funny.
I know. I'll perform a belief experiment myself. I already finished some of it anyway. Here goes. Experiment.
Ugh. I'm dropping the voice. I can't do this shit anymore. Sorry, guys. Experiment. I shall give CBT lessons to a human. Prediction. The human will end up wasting my time because I believe humans to be weak and disappointing. Outcome. I guess now is any good as any of a time to show you my new spell card. Wait, what? Oh. No, you know what? No, I gotta fight back. Oh, crap. I don't have anything. I don't have weapons. Weapons aren't fucking, like, really legal in Australia, God's sake. Oh. Now take this. Now then, where were we? Right. We were just saying if you were really wasting my time or not. Let me quiz you on some of the things we learned today. Oh no. Oh no. If you get it right, that means you've indeed been listening and therefore have not been wasting my time. That's proving that humans aren't so bad after all. Get it wrong and, well, you'll just be confirming what I knew. But that's okay. It doesn't affect me in the slightest. Now on to the first question. Let's start with something basic. What does CBT stand for? You know, I thought they would have went for a more easier thing, or this. Yuuka is cute. Marry me, Yuuka. I love you, Yuuka. Good. Now for the next question. What is a cognitive thought journal? Yeah, that one. Very nice. On to the last question. What is a belief experiment? Kissing Yuuka. Yeah, I would. Anyway. Inspired. Bitch just left maniacally. Come now, I was never gonna hurt you. I just like to have fun and toy around with humans. They're so unique. That's one way to put it. Sometimes I just mess around with them. Other times they turn into fertilizer for the sunflowers. What do you mean? I could have been one of those damn sunflowers. I'm just kidding without. No, Yuuka, you are not. You're lying to me. Anyways, let's take the thought experiment from the top now, shall we? Oh god. Experiment. I shall give CBT lessons to a human. Prediction. Human will end up wasting my time because I believe humans to be weak and disappointing. Outcome. Prediction did not come true. The human listened to me attentively, answered every question correctively, exceeded my expectations, and thoroughly entertained me. Reflection. Humans can be a wonderful source of entertainment. I shall hang out with them more, particularly this human right here. Oh, we got game, bro. We got game. We're too good. We're too smexy in this bitch. So I gotta move my hair. Oh, I guess this goes without saying, but when you feel scared of... I have a shirt of this. Please remember, when you feel scared or freaked, never forget to times when you feel happy. When day is dark, always remember happy day. God. When you feel scared or frightened, always remember happy times in your life. Good memories can save your life, as they say. Well, that concludes the lessons. Try whichever method works best for you whenever you need to use it. Make use of what I taught you today. Thank you, Yuuka. I mean it. Thank you very much. And I was trying to do that. That said, I had a really good time today. Thank you. You're free to come back anytime you want if you need a refresher. I hope to see you soon. I better see you soon. Well, take care now. I just get to replay game. So guys, thanks for watching this unique video, to say the least. I didn't think it would turn out this way. I thought it'd be like a lot more questionable. I didn't think it would be like actually kind of nice and fun. But hey, you learn something new every day. I learned what there's more than 2 definitions of CBT. Without further ado, like and subscribe so I can feed my Fumos. They need the food. I need to buy them Happy Meals. Without further ado, I'm gonna chuck you to the outro. Peace.